Hello everyone! Are you all ready to finally receive your $1,400 third stimulus check? I am so excited for all of you to finally get that $1,400 payment. I have my finger crossed for all of you that already have a pending deposit in your bank account. With the first wave of third stimulus payments, the stimulus money was made available to account holders by 9 a.m. local time on the payment date. So everyone, make sure to check your bank accounts around 9 a.m. local time. By that time, your bank should have already finished processing your stimulus money. There are several banks that will be releasing stimulus funds to its customers early. Wells Fargo has informed its customers that their $1,400 stimulus checks would be available in their accounts shortly after midnight tonight. Direct Express has also said that they will begin releasing funds at 1 a.m. tonight. Chase Bank should also be releasing funds around 3 a.m. tonight, everyone. But do not worry if your bank does not make your $1,400 payment available to you by 9 a.m. local time. Your stimulus money will be released to you. We just have to be patient and give the bank some time to process everyone's payments. Congratulations to everyone. I am so excited for all of you! I feel so bad for all of you that are not seeing any pending deposits in your bank accounts. It is extremely outrageous how long the IRS is taking to send out all third stimulus checks. We can't keep waiting and waiting. Let me know in the comment section below if you still do not see a payment date on the IRS Get My Payment tool. There is really not much that can be done to speed up the delivery process of your third stimulus payment. The IRS definitely needs to work harder on their end. The IRS should not be taking this long to get your stimulus check. If you don't receive your third stimulus payment with the group of 30 million people scheduled to receive their checks this week, there may be a more serious issue. If you check the IRS Get My Payment tool and it says your stimulus check was scheduled to arrive days ago, something else may be going on. It is possible that your stimulus check wasn't sent to the right bank account. Maybe your account was closed or an electronic transfer attempt was made for a temporary bank account. There are millions of people who used a tax preparer like Jackson Hewitt, TurboTax, and H&R Block that ended up not receiving their stimulus checks. Although this issue hasn't been very common with this third-round stimulus checks. So if your stimulus payment was supposed to arrive days ago, reach out to your bank or tax preparer to see if an attempt was made to deposit money to your account. If you don't get a direct deposit by tomorrow tonight, everyone, then your stimulus payment will most likely arrive in the mail. There are also may be an issue if you filed your 2020 taxes and signed up for direct deposit for the first time or corrected your banking information. It is possible that the IRS didn't process your tax return and banking information before it sent your third stimulus payment. Also, everyone, please make sure the IRS has your current address on file. If you moved in 2020 and the IRS or US doesn't know your new address, your stimulus check may have been sent to the wrong address. It's also still possible that debt collectors seized your stimulus payment. The first check was susceptible to seizure of many varieties, including if you owed past due child support payments. However, that was not the case for the second payment. For the third stimulus check, private debt collectors are still able to confiscate your stimulus payment. If you are still waiting for your third stimulus check that was supposed to delivered on March 26th, it is possible that you may have overlooked the envelope containing your payment. With the first payment, many people reported accidentally throwing out the envelope containing their check, not recognizing that it contained a stimulus payment. So everyone, please pay attention to the mail and don't assume it's all junk. For a paper check, watch for a white envelope sent from the U.S. Treasury Department. The memo field will read Economic Impact Payment. Then, a prepaid EIP debit card will come in a white envelope with a seal of the U.S. Treasury Department. The IRS has not given a firm date for when all stimulus payments would be issued by, but the IRS is continuing to work directly with the Social Security Administration, the Railroad Retirement Board,
Well, number one, I voted to certify the election results. Under our Constitution, the role of the Congress is to basically to count the electoral votes certified by the states. When there's a conflict in a state electoral, when you have two sets that are contrary to each other, then Congress has a role trying to figure it out. but I voted to certify the election results in Georgia. Having said that, the consent decree, where you really didn't have to have a signature before you applied for the ballot, was problematic. They have signature verification problems in Georgia that were obvious to me, but they went to court and the system worked and Joe Biden won the election. What I'm worried about is 2022. I'm worried about this becoming law. If this becomes law, you're going to undermine the integrity of the ballot box to where it will be hard to convince the average American this is on the up and up. Because the average American, regardless of party, believes you should be able to prove you are who you are. The first thing in this bill that just bowls me over is that there's no longer a requirement for voter ID. It'd be illegal to do it. What does redistricting have to do with voting integrity? That's a power grab. What does a 6-to-1 money match have to do with voting integrity? Act Blue raises a lot more money than the Republicans can raise on the Democratic side, so they're trying to take the advantage they have through these small dollar donors and leverage it through the federal law. What does ballot harvesting have to do with improving integrity at the ballot box? It's a way to gather people's votes in a system that I think is very nefarious. So this is a power grab. This is not about making it easier to vote. This is not about anything other than trying to consolidate power on terms most advantageous to the liberal left. We're not going to put up with it in South Carolina. And I hope Joe Manchin will hang tough, because Senator Manchin represents one of the most conservative states in the union. And I can't believe that people in West Virginia would put up with this. I can tell you, having been all over the state, people in South Carolina are just shocked that the federal government would even be contemplating this. Not only are we contemplating it, we're 1 or 2 votes away, Henry, from this happening. They're willing to change the filibuster rule, which I have opposed changing. We had the House, we had the Senate, we had the White House. President Trump was tweeting every day against me and McConnell, change the filibuster rule so we can pass anything we want as Republicans. Well, I said no, because the Senate's different. It ought to be a place to slow things down, to build a bipartisan consensus. 27 Democrats, Governor, signed a letter with me to Mitch McConnell and Senator Schumer when we were in charge of everything, urging us as Republicans not to change the filibuster rule. I signed that letter. There were 61 of us. Those same people, where are they now? Sounds a lot like me voting for their judges and they destroying Kavanaugh. Well, I'm pretty tired of that. So all these Democrats that were urging us to maintain the integrity of the Senate are now willing to change the rules for this one bill. They understand that they can pass H.R. 1. It would be the biggest change in the way we vote, beneficial to the radical left in the history.